Hey beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. If it is your first time here, my name is Loli Serungwa, and please remember to click on the subscribe button before you go anywhere. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for always coming back. On today's video, we will be talking about how to get a good mentor. Without wasting any time, let's get into today's video. So how do you find a good mentor, and how do you find someone that is a perfect fit for your specific career goals? So first thing first, you need to know what kind of person you're looking for. Should the person be an entrepreneur? Should they be a CEO? Do you want a sportsman? Do you want someone who's a public speaker? Or are you looking for a radio presenter? You need to know exactly the kind of person you are looking for. Once you've identified the kind of person you're looking for, this specific person needs to be an expert in the field that they are in, or in the field that you're looking into. That person needs to be an expert. So if we think radio presenter, sort of the top names that come up, that's an expert. That's who you should be aiming to get to. So imagine yourself in the next 5, 10, or 15 years. Who do you see yourself as? What role do you see yourself in? What position do you see yourself in? And once you've got the answer for that, that is the kind of person that should be your mentor right now. So whoever you see yourself as in the next 10, 15 years, that's the person that you should be wanting to connect with. Then secondly, once you've sort of figured out who that person is, or who they can be, sort of in terms of the characteristics of the person that you're looking for, you then need to do a lot of research on the person. So this can be, if it's a public figure or if it's someone that is sort of well known, you do a lot of research by going through their work, going through, following the work that they've done, just sort of understanding the kind of person that they are. When you are doing research and are on your journey to finding a good mentor for you, I would also advise that you look for someone that is sort of reachable. For example, if you know someone who maybe knows someone in the field that you are looking to get that mentor from, then reach out to the person that you already have a connection with and speak to them and let them know that, hey, I'm looking to get a mentor in this specific field. And maybe that they are connected with that specific person, so that when that person goes to speak to your desired mentor, there's trust between the two of them. So the potential mentor, trusts that whoever this person is asking them to mentor is a decent person, if that makes sense. So I would say someone that is reachable within your proximity, through people that you know, or if it is someone that's further out and maybe not so reachable, you must find ways to reach them, and you can do this through their work. So if you know the kind of work that they do, there are ways that you can sort of reach out. So if it is someone that's sort of outside your reach, like I was saying, you can find that person through their work, right? And what I mean by that is you can maybe attend things like industry events. If your industry hosts events, that's where you're most likely to meet the people that you would want to connect with. Attend networking sessions. In these networking sessions as well, this is the right place or the perfect place to sort of meet the people that you would want to connect with, and potentially you could find your mentor in that space. But it needs to obviously be within your industry, and yeah, just attend industry events. Another way you can find your mentor is through LinkedIn. So like I said earlier, if you're doing research and you sort of following this person, and maybe they are on LinkedIn and you know their work, and maybe they publish or talk about their work or things that they do through LinkedIn, it's definitely a good place for you to use. You could reach out to your potential mentor and maybe ask to have a coffee with them, or even conversation via email as a starting point, until you get comfortable to a point where you ask for a meeting and you have coffee, and then you can plead your case. LinkedIn, don't underestimate LinkedIn, guys. Like, don't underestimate LinkedIn. I think I'll do another video on LinkedIn, but use that platform to your advantage. Use LinkedIn to your advantage. If you are really like scared to reach out to someone as a stranger, or to get people around you to assist you with getting a mentor, and maybe you don't want to have a personal or a face-to-face relationship with your mentor, another really good way to go about it is to find the person, whoever you want that person to be in your industry, and literally just follow the work that they do online. I think the good thing now in today's time, a lot of successful people share some of their work and some of their thoughts and some of their advice on the internet. So in different platforms, you can really find that one person that you connect with, and you would find that they really do share a lot about the career or their life, or how they got to where they are today. That is also another way. So you could maybe call it an online mentor of yours that you really admire. I mean, for example, maybe like an Oprah Winfrey kind of person. I mean, none of us have access to Oprah Winfrey, but if you go through all her interviews, all the work that she's done over the years, if you listen to everything that she talks about, you know, you're most likely to learn a lot from that. So if you feel like really the traditional face-to-face relationship won't work for you, then I recommend finding someone online that you really admire and consuming that person's advice and work from the internet. Yeah, like I said, I think for me, the best way for you to get a mentor is through someone that you already know, someone that's already close to you. If you have a good connection with one of your colleagues or a family member or whatever, that person can easily vouch for you to the next person that you think would be maybe a good mentor for you. For me, I think that would be the best way to go about it. Overall, for me, the most important thing is once you do find that person, you need to make sure that you can relate to the person and that you guys have some similarities or something in common that you can sort of break the ice with. And the person needs to be open to being your mentor. Like, you need to define that relationship, that you know you're seeking mentorship from them and they are also willing to assist you in this manner. Because sometimes, yes, you know someone or you look up to them, but really there's a person you know and they don't maybe have time to assist you in the things that you need help with, or it's just not something that they are open to doing. So you need to be able to have that conversation and, you know, define that relationship. Okay, now let's say you found your mentor, right? And there's a meeting that's been set. Please, please, please be on time for your meeting, your first meeting with your mentor. Always be on time, but be on time. It's very important. I mean, I'm sure they are already a busy person, and the fact that they're taking time out of their schedule to meet with you, respect that. Be on time. Secondly, have your pitch ready. Have your pitch ready. Like, be ready with exactly what it is that you need help with, exactly what it is that you wanting to do, what you're hoping to gain from the relationship. Have all of that set out so that your mentor also knows that you know what you want, and then from there you will be able to create a bond and create a relationship. And then going forward, it will really be up to the both of you as to how you manage and go forward with that relationship. But yeah, you would have found yourself a mentor, and hopefully you learn a lot from your mentor. So a quick recap on how to get yourself a good mentor. You need to know exactly who it is that you're looking for, what kind of person it is, what kind of characteristics they should have. You then need to reach out to the people in your industry in this caliber. Remember, ideally someone that you see as yourself in the next 5, 10, 15 years. That would be the right person, that would be a good fit for you. LinkedIn, again, take advantage of the platform. It's there to help us. Use it. And online, you can find good mentors online if you don't want to have a face-to-face relationship with a person. But for me, human connection is the best way. And in saying that human connection, remember that you must relate to this person, and they must be open to assisting you in this manner. Yeah, that is just some of the ways that I think you can get yourself a good mentor. Let me know what you think. If you have any questions, do let me know. Oh, and in one of my videos, someone commented and asked me how I found my mentor, how I got my mentor. So I went with the human connection way. I knew someone. I actually attended an event at Stanlib, and they were assisting us. It was like a whole financial seminar kind of event, and this person, we won a prize, and he was like assisting us with completing the forms and everything. And because he was in the space that I wanted to be in, I reached out to him. I was like, hey, I'm looking for someone who can help me in this manner. And he was like, okay, I know the perfect person. And then he connected me to that person who is now my mentor, and that worked out perfectly fine. So human connections do matter quite a lot, and that's how I got my mentor. Yeah, these are just some of my ideas as to how you can go about getting yourself a good mentor. If you have any other ways, if you do have a mentor and you have other ways that you can recommend for people to get a mentor, please do comment. If you have any questions, comment as well. And if you've not subscribed, please subscribe, and we will chat more and more about this if we need to. But with that said, thank you so much for watching this video, and remember to like, comment, subscribe. And with that said, I will see you on the next video. Bye.